Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin hasn't moved much over the weekend. We have started to see a bit of a pullback today. This is only an update about the shorter time frame, the 30-minute chart. So as we're heading towards the weekly candle close, if I have some time later today, I'm gonna do another update after the weekly candle, but close. But I try to make it as simple as possible in this video. So the idea is pretty much that in the white wave count, a low could have formed. A low in wave B in white, where now wave C might take us to the 70K region. So, and this wave C could take us into the 70K region. It's a 5-wave move. It can be an impulse and it can be a diagonal pattern. What does that mean? That means the move up has to contain 5 waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the subwaves in an impulse have to be 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, which means wave 1 is a 5-wave move, wave 3 is a 5-wave move, and wave 5 as well. But in a diagonal, the wave 1 only needs to be 3 waves, which means it could be both. It could be a 3-wave top. It could be a 5-wave top. And this moved to the upside from the 10th of October low, which means that with a 3-wave move, it's not very clear. So probabilities wouldn't be very clear because a 3-wave move can also be a B wave in the green count, which means we haven't bottomed, okay? So how to explain that in the best possible way? Pretty much, it means that if we're dealing with this move to the upside, and the price has already bottomed, at the moment that's a thesis. I'm not fully convinced, as I mentioned, for various reasons that we discussed in previous videos. If a 5-wave move up shows and a clear 5-wave move up hasn't shown yet, if a 5-wave move up shows, then it would definitely help with the probabilities of that white scenario. It would certainly make the probabilities clearer for the bullish count. It would shift probabilities more clearly towards, yep, we have bottomed, because 5 waves up always tend to give us clarity. However, the problem that we're dealing with here is actually that the move up was not clearly a 5-wave move yet. So at the moment, we could also see this just as a 3-wave price top, which means it's not clearly bullish yet. All right. So that's just very important to understand. Wave 1 in white can be a 5-wave move or a 3-wave move. But if we get 5 waves, which we still could, then it would definitely give us clear probabilities. At the moment, as I said, it's a 3-wave move and it could be 5, but it's just not, we haven't reached that blue target area, so it's questionable, okay? Does it make sense to worry about it too much? I've received so many questions today about could it be this, that? No, it doesn't really make, we don't know, right? It's not a clear 5-wave move up yet, and that's it. That means we can still track the support area, which needs to hold to keep the door open for higher prices. And that's this one, 59,870 to 61,670. This is the micro support area. Any break below it would mean that the green count is still in control. Okay, what's the green scenario? In the green count, we're testing the lower support area again. And then for this scenario, the 55,480 level is key support. So that means it's either we've bottomed in a WXY structure in wave B in white, we're now moving up, or we are moving in a WXY, and in the green count, wave B it's a larger WXY, and we have still a test of support below, in front of us or ahead of us, and 55,480 is support then. So these are the two main support levels, 59,870 and 55,480. And the 59,870 level is pretty much, however, the pivot that helps us distinguish between the white bullish count and the green short-term bearish count. The price would then, however, need to show a reaction here in this support area, or a more bearish interpretation needs to be adopted. For now, we've seen a reaction to that orange support region already on Thursday, but the rally was only in 3 waves, leaves us a little bit in no man's land here. But as long as we're holding support, we could give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. At this stage, this here could very well still be an internal 4th wave. The pullback wasn't strong enough to clearly tell us that this is already a wave 2 pullback, okay? It is somewhat deep, but it's far away from confirming that we're already in wave 2. If this is now the wave 4, then this is, I think, the last chance for a 5th wave rally that could start from here. And this will probably be decided around the weekly candle close. So overall, the situation hasn't changed over the weekend. Support levels unchanged, resistance unchanged. We just had some fluctuations today, but nothing broke. So pretty much we just have to be a little bit patient and see how the bulls and the bears are getting along around the weekly candle. Again, one more high, okay, to possibly 64,130 or even 65,240, the first 2 levels in the blue box, could be more clearly bullish and would then open the door for a pullback in 3 waves. But again, bear in mind, we're dealing here with a microstructure. I mean, this is best interpretation, but microstructures are often very difficult to interpret. This is sort of, I often say I wouldn't go below the 30-minute chart on the Bitcoin chart. This is already the absolute limit. So yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.